What GTA 6 can learn from GTA 4, aka the best GTA game? Facts, which is facts. IGN, I usually don't agree with nothing IGN gotta say, but I do agree with that. You know what I'm saying? So let's get into that. I'm sorry, I am snacking on stuff, but I'm gonna snack away from the mic. And when I gotta say something, I'll get back in the mic. You feel me? So let's get into this video right here. I'm interested in this. I gotta see what's about the what they're gonna say about this. So and what ideas and things that they're gonna say. We all have our differences with IGN. Shout out to them though for making this video. I have to react to this. Big shout out to IGN for this, bro. Because GTA 4 is my favorite GTA until GTA 6.
With the rumoured and very welcome possibility
classic GTA 4
remaster might come out this year to tide this over until May 2026, now is as good a time as any to ask, what can GTA 6 learn from GTA 4?
A lot.
And what can GTA 4 teach us about Rockstar's future?
A lot.
But bear with me for about 15 minutes and I'll tell you, right? Don't say I'm no good to you. GTA 6 might be Rockstar's most risky
Simplicity was good
to date. I know that sounds insane, and there is no timeline where it doesn't make enough cash to paper over the cracks of a dying industry.
Oh yeah!
In a world following a high-profile exodus of the firm's top creatives,
Leslie Benzies, president of Rockstar North, has.
This is fire. Hey, this is at Playboy X's house. When after you kill Playboy X, you get to take his house, his crib, and shit like that. And I forgot where it was. It wasn't. I think it was in Bohan. I think it was Bohan. But anyway, the fact that people think since Leslie and Dan Houser and all them boys left that GTA 6 is not going to be what it is. Bro, what? They got 6,000 employees. You think Dan Houser and Leslie was the only ones there, my nigga, doing what they do? Come on, bro. Like, GTA 6 is still going to be like that, bro. I'm tired of people talking nonsense, you heard? That shit is mad stupid.
Leaving Rockstar with a deficit of Rockstars, there is a question mark over whether or not this current iteration of the studio can really live up to the absurdly high expectations set by past glories. And I think it can, personally, precisely by doing something that no other GTA game would have dared to. Because while the core gameplay of Grand Theft Auto is always immediately familiar with every new iteration, it has always shown a remarkable willingness to reinvent itself. I was going to do the usual pish about David Bowie and Madonna here, but one of them's Deed and the other one's Madonna. The most obvious example of this is the series' conversion from an arcadey top-down city simulator to a third-person action
which was
adventure.
legendary.
There is no way that the audience of the PS2 era would have accepted anything less than a fully immersive version of Liberty City, with every carjacking rendered in a retina-searing 3 dimensions.
Classic.
But there was never any guarantee that the vastly inflated development cost that comes with that would have paid off. Well, it did, and GTA 3 put Rockstar firmly on the map, but it is largely credited with birthing the entire open-world action-adventure genre, even though it obviously didn't. There's a 3 right there in the name. And there have been open-world games since long before even the first GTA, but the fact that GTA 3 is considered the progenitor of the modern open-world template.
GTA 3 was literally the grandfather to like open world games, in my opinion, when it came like modern day, like you just said. Like, bro, that shit put open world games to the map, on the map. And to this day, Rockstar is still the greatest open world game creator of all time. To this day, bro. There's no open world game better than any Rockstar open world games in terms of like just in general, like overall. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just a fact. We have yet to see anything like Red Dead Redemption 2. We have yet to see a series like Grand Theft Auto. You know what I'm saying? So when you mean y'all still here? We just started this shit. What? CD Projekt Red, yes, CD Projekt Red with Witcher series and all that, yes. But I'm saying who started this shit. CD Projekt Red, I love them. One of my favorite companies of all time. They up there with open world games, but they're not better than Rockstar when it comes to open world games. No. Hell no. What? Definitely not. No, sir. No. But they are up there. But they ain't better than the ones that really I'm not gonna say started it, but they technically started this shit, man. You know what I'm saying? So I can't say that. What up, Slim? What's going on with you?
Something that directly inspired everything from the Simpsons Hit and Run.
Simpsons was fire. Hit and Run was fire.
And all of its derivatives speaks to how groundbreaking it truly was at the time. Before GTA 3, it felt impossible to do GTA's freeform crime simulation with that level of fidelity in a 3D world with a free camera and a big sprawling.
That's how it really looked.
Pedestrian.
That's how it really looked.
Gangs, police.
That's the real graphics of GTA 3. The other graphics that y'all was seeing was the definitive edition, which recently came out like a couple years ago.
Rubbish billowing in the wind.
That's the real graphics, the better graphics.
They did it, inventing the modern video game in the process. And then, only 7 years later, it felt impossible for GTA 4 to live up to that legacy.
Right. Back in Liberty City, GTA 4 went crazy, bro.
I mean, how?
You know, because you got to think, GTA 3, then it was Vice City, then it was GTA San Andreas, which was God tier. One of the greatest GTAs of all time. The most detailed one, I would say. Then after GTA San Andreas, it was GTA 4 on PS3. You know what I'm saying? So GTA 3, Vice City, San Andreas, PS2. That was all on PS2. GTA 4, PS3. Then GTA 5 was on PS3, PS4, PS5. 3 generations is crazy.
Was there anything left to invent? Not necessarily, but GTA 4
changed the game
to be a different kind.
Changed the game.
GTA, to do things that none of its copycats and rivals or even predecessors would have ever managed to get past a pitch meet.
I remember when it first dropped. I remember.
Different.
Bro, hold on. I gotta pause it again. I'm sorry. We reacting though. You feel me? I gotta put my 2 cents in. 25 cents, whatever amount. I don't care. Y'all gonna listen. Got to. Nah, but I remember when GTA 4 first came out, right? I remember buying this joint. I remember my pops got it for me. You know what I'm saying? I remember experiencing it. I remember all that, right? Experiencing this for the first time. No, actually, I don't think my dad bought me this. My dad didn't buy me this one. No. Experiencing this for the first time, bro. I was in, 7th grade. Experienced GTA 4 for the first time after playing GTA 2, because I started off with GTA 2, Game Boy 3, 4, and then 3 Vice City San Andreas. That's the ones I started off with. Converting it to this was a game changer. A lot of people that are young wouldn't understand because they didn't really get they probably didn't even play GTA 4, nor did they get the experience just, it coming out, playing it when it first came out. When I say it was groundbreaking, going from San Andreas to this was so groundbreaking. I thought this was the greatest game of all time. It was so detailed. You gotta think. You gotta really think. Put yourself in my shoes or anybody's shoes that was a kid when this came out. You know what I'm saying? Imagine going from the original Grand Theft Auto San Andreas to a GTA 4. Nigga, like how detailed it was. Like you could eat, go on dates. They had internet on the game that you can literally go to the computer store. Back then, social media was around, but it wasn't around like that. It was around though, like MySpace days and shit like that. Like Facebook days and MySpace days. So you could go to a computer shop and go on a dating app or not an app, but a dating website and meet up with people, link up with people, and go on dates with them, go bowling, watch TV, switch the channels. They had Cat Williams on. You could watch the comedy show. They had real television shows on the game. Fire, bro. So experiencing that as a kid after GTA San Andreas, the internet cafes, yeah. But I just call it's still a computer shop, whatever you want to call it. But experiencing that as a kid, bro, after GTA San Andreas was one of the greatest experiences I've ever imagined, bro. That's like going from GTA 5 to Red Dead Redemption 2. That's how great it was, like how detailed the game was. Yes, they could have added more stuff, like customization stuff and like that, like San Andreas had, but they didn't want to really focus on too much of that. They wanted to focus on a groundbreaking, game, like a more grounded GTA at that. It was more grounded, more, realistic, more serious. And the missions was fire, bro. Like, they really made you feel like you was in the game, bro. It was crazy, bro. You got so close with the characters, basically. You know what I'm saying? Because the story was so serious. It was fire. 2008, man.
Almost
2008.
melancholy dismantling of American exceptionalism as experienced
Definitely more
through the
gritty.
avatar of an Eastern European immigrant that needs to be sold to Americans. And not only that, but we've made the driving model realistic to the point where most of the cars in the game perceptibly struggle to climb hills. We've put in
Nico was Serbian, right?
New physics engine and dialed it up to the point where the player character has the weight and sluggishness of an actual human being.
It was crazy. The ragdoll mechanics was insane. Oh my god!
10 minutes. Make it 8.
Damn, man!
So many fundamental rules.
And they got the non-skippable
The orthodox idea is that you cut as much animation as you possibly can to get a balance between realistic movement and snappy responses.
Right, it was more
to players'
realistic.
inputs. And it's different for every game, but somewhere between those two considerations, there's a satisfying sweet spot.
I hate the way they play in the game, though. They trash.
Control. GTA 4 doesn't care about that. GTA 4 wants you to feel the gravity of its world with every interaction. It wants you to feel weighed down, literally and figuratively.
Right.
So every one of Nico's triumphs feels like getting one over the system. Can you imagine the Saints Row people pitching that and not getting laughed
At least
out
they're
of the
getting
room?
paid.
But Rockstar North, after a solid run of every game they released in the 2000s, being
Vice City,
indisputably one of the best games of all time ever, had a surplus of goodwill
TJ Facts,
with the game
San
public
Andreas,
and boardroom executives alike. So, by the time GTA 4 rolled around, they could basically do whatever they wanted.
Why are they doing
The
this?
result? GTA 4 is a massive critical and commercial success, cementing the series as Scotland's
6
most
million
enduring
first
beloved
week.
cultural export outside of, I don't know, train spotting, Presbyterianism, and tweets that English people find funny. Although, to be fair, that one is funny. And of those, it's the only one that lets you steal cars and shoot guns, or indeed, steal guns and shoot cars, which means it's good. But perhaps GTA 4's biggest achievement is in the way it completely changed our expectations of Rockstar as a creative force. This was a game with real production values, directly inspired by the grimy East Coast crime sagas of The Sopranos and The Wire, both of which enjoyed the height of their success during the most formative years of GTA 4's development.
Literally.
America, man.
And finished around the same time that the game actually released, to an audience that had grown up playing Grand Theft Auto, but also now...
This is one of the first missions.
Much like its creators, had spent the previous decade watching a lot of HBO, or at the very least being hyper-aware of it through cultural osmosis. And that situation is extremely difficult to engineer because of simply how long video games take to make, which is a problem that has only gotten exponentially worse since 2008. But sometimes there is a perfect synchronization of zeitgeist and a video game to ride it. And GTA 4 is one of those, not just from the HBO angle, but also fortuitously for Rockstar, but not for anyone with a mortgage. The game came out right at the most biting point of the 2008 financial crisis that we now call the Great Recession. I don't know why, it wasn't that great. Bringing the reality of our world that much closer to the decline and decay depicted in the game. That sense of living at the squalid and forgotten end of an empire on the way. As a British person, I can tell you a lot about that. So it was a perfect start.
Cat Williams,
GTA 4
legendary.
come at a better time for GTA 4. Does that make it the best GTA? No, but does it stack the deck very nicely in Rockstar's favour to have the risks they took with it pay off massively? Yes. Obviously, that's what I'm getting at. And I honestly do think it was a risky game. It probably wasn't ever in danger of selling poorly, but GTA 4's success is crucial for Red Dead Redemption.
Yes.
And it's crucial for the runaway success of GTA 5.
Yes.
It was never a given that audiences would respond well to Rockstar pivoting in a more serious and grounded direction. And let's not forget, not everyone was on board, which allowed rival series Saints Row to sell itself as the sort of true heir to the PS2 era GTAs.
Alright, not San Andreas. Saints Row, after Saints Row 2, that shit was ass, bro. I'm not gonna lie. After Saints Row 2, that shit was ass, because Saints Row 2 was god tier, bro. Saints Row 2 was one of the best open world games I've ever played. One of them, not the best, just one of them. It was so good, bro. The story was hilariously fire. The story was so good. Johnny Gat and them boys, what? The story was so tough. Then they started doing all this wild shit. Nah, Saints Row 3 started getting too weird, bro. It started getting too too out of the loop. Like, that's when they started all that goofy shit. It wasn't even really street shit anymore like it was supposed to be. They started doing a lot of goofy shit with Saints Row 3, bro. Saints Row 3, that's when the goofy shit started. It was alright, but it wasn't even close to Saints Row 2. Saints Row 3, them niggas had wrestling gangs. Right? Come on, bro. Niggas walking, man, come on, bro. Mucha Lucha motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? I ain't like that, man. Just not even that. Like, Saints Row 2 was legendary. That was a real street, real gang video game. Saints Row 4, we're not even gonna talk about that. Trash. And then the latest one, trash.
Wacky races for reprobates where you could still fly around on a jet bike and beat people to
Bro,
death.
Saints Row 3, 4, this is trash. Johnny Gat going to hell and shit, fighting the devil and shit. Like, that shit became garbage, bro. And that's why Saints Row is trash now.
And I think the fact that Saints Row did pretty well out of that for a number of years shows that Rockstar weren't taking everyone with them on their new dramatic journey. One which, let's not forget, leads us to an entire Red Dead Redemption sequel, prequel. In which
Look at the difference in the graphics. Let's go back to GTA 4. You see GTA 4? Like, just watch the video.
With them
now,
on their new dramatic
now
journey.
watch the Switch difference. Watch the difference.
Leads us to an entire Red Dead Redemption sequel.
That's crazy. And that's PS4.
Dying of tuberculosis, utterly jettisoning the concept
Rest in peace,
of
Arthur, bro.
escapism, along with purple dildos and jetpacks.
You know what I'm saying?
I would hesitate to say that this was a complete change of direction for Rockstar. The series had always been moving in a more grounded
GTA
direction
3 was
from the
crazy.
revenge and cocaine-fueled power fantasies that led to San Andreas, a game which, inspired by the hip-hop culture of the early 90s, laid a lot of the groundwork for GTA 4's
1000%.
drama, while still featuring a lot of the daft stuff.
Why the fuck is he wearing that?
GTA 4 itself was without a sense of humour or devoid of the outlandish. It is still fundamentally GTA, still a slapstick crime caper full of knob gags set to an expensive soundtrack. You can even argue that it's the most refined and distilled GTA of them all, given that it is a scathing takedown of the American dream told from the perspective of an outsider. This very British product that expresses the innate fascination we have with America and these islands, a fascination that is often morbid or baffled,
British product?
but sometimes out of admiration as well, more than most of us would like to admit. We are, after all, ravenous consumers of American culture. It dominates our cinemas, our TV schedules, our shopping malls and our food courts. And of course it's this consumerism that's GTA 5's major target, set as it is in a pastiche of Hollywood. GTA 4 dismantles the American dream. GTA 5 points a bazooka at America's dream factory. It's superficial.
GTA 5 was so good,
What's GTA
story-wise.
6 gonna put in its crosshairs? All of the above. The fictional state of Leonida, obviously GTA's version of Florida, has California's IQ-sapping sunshine and New York's status as a nexus for overseas immigration. Vice City,
Oh, well, I know
Liberty
that.
City, is a vast East Coast metropolis with a steady flow of incoming people.
I get that is, you know, based in British, but I was saying, like, he's saying it's a British product. I get that, but it's based off of America. Grand Theft Auto is based off of America. 1000%. It's based off of America. That's why I was like, what? And I'm like, what are you talking about? We know that Rockstar North is overseas. We know all that shit already. We already know that. But they like to make fun of Americans. No, as they should. As they should. We know this, bro. They've been doing this since the beginning of time. Literally. Especially with GTA 3, 4, San Andreas, like Vice City for sure. That don't count. Except the one time when they went in, that don't count. That London shit don't count.
And north of the real Miami lies northern Florida, which is part of the Deep South, a significant corner of the infamous Bible Belt. Florida is a swing state where the two Americas jostle for control of the whole thing, where milquetoast, let them eat cake coastal liberalism butts up against evangelical anti-intellectualism. And frankly, it's Alien versus Predator. Whoever wins, everyone's
Oh my God!
You decide to step up to this.
It's the same fucking ad!
This kind.
These are the battlegrounds that, as a satirical work, GTA 6 finds itself wading into. It's fertile ground, but also fraught with danger. The world has never been more polarised than it is now, certainly not in my lifetime, and whatever GTA 6 does, it's going to a lot of people off.
Of course!
The woke, the anti-woke,
of course!
Your wee brother, your mum, they're all going to find reasons to hate this thing.
Of course, and like for example, like there was a guy on Twitter yesterday, y'all saw it when I was talking about the tweet. I uploaded a video about it already. Nigga, oh no, I didn't put it in the video. I took it out. But anyway, yesterday's stream, the guy was like, said something about like Lucia, like not Lucia. When I was talking about Manny L. Perez, he was like, her deleting her Instagram or whatever the case may be. She probably pissed off Rockstar because Rockstar is worried about the sales of GTA 6 or whatever. She's gonna fuck up the sales for GTA 6 for deleting her IG, whatever the case may be, keeping people wondering, and also because of politics and shit like that. I'm like, what are you talking about? When I typed in, like, bro, GTA 6 sales are not gonna plummet because of politics, first of all. Second of all, the nigga replied and said, well, I heard rumors said that the reason why GTA 6 was delayed was because of the fact that they wanted to they didn't want to downplay any groups of people anymore like how they used to. Man, you think Rockstar give a fuck about that shit? You think their sales are gonna plummet because a group of people are upset that Rockstar is talking shit about them? Man, them niggas don't give a damn, bro. They gonna make billions of dollars in the first day. They gonna sell hundreds of millions of copies, bro. What are we talking about? Like, what? They gonna make $2 billion in the first hour, bro. What are we talking about? Yeah, like, that shit's mad stupid, bro. That shit dumb as hell. Like, what are you talking about?
And that's before we even mention the fact that GTA 6 is a love story.
Yeah, technically. I mean, technically it is.
An actual, genuine love story, not something with a few perfunctory girlfriends that CJ or Nico get to bang if they press the right buttons. Not a loveless triangle of junkies put there as a convenient
that shit was funny too.
Trevor kill Johnny Klebitz and find himself at war with the Lost Biker.
And Johnny was a savage in GTA 4.
Bonnie and Clyde love story between the dual protagonists, in which Lucia, Rockstar's first non-optional female protagonist, was a rounded character with real agency. This is unploughed ground for Grand Theft Auto, and given how much of its audience are in no danger of ploughing anyone, it might be the jumping off point for a lot of people. But the lesson GTA 6 will carry forward from GTA 4 is to tell its story without compromise. To leverage all the goodwill and trust that Rockstar has spent the best part of 3 decades amassing, that gives it the opportunity to once again redefine the open world action adventure on its own terms, and invite the audience to either come along for the ride or not. And GTA will succeed.
Charles, facts.
Its uncompromised vision and authenticity is, in any era, a breath of fresh air, but especially when coupled with an infinite budget.
Right.
That combination never happens. I mean, what other studio is remotely close to that idea?
Nobody.
It's just Rockstar.
There's nobody better than Rockstar. There's no company even close to being Rockstar. Nobody. There's nobody that can sell games like that. There's nobody that can do that. Do what they do, bro. Come on, bro.
Productions, right? That's it.
Yo, Hollow was good.
Of cutting-edge single-player gaming, I'm afraid. Indies that bankrupt their creators and the occasional mega...
Of course, Clinger, you didn't hear me say that I gave it a 9.5. Y'all gotta follow me on social media, bro. Like, y'all gotta really follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is on here. Follow me on Twitter or X. My X is the same as my Instagram. Y'all gotta follow me when I say, so y'all can know what's going on. Yeah, I gave it a 9.5 out of 10. You think GTA 6 is gonna have the F slur in it? I mean, I never said that. They never even had that in the game. I mean, maybe they had. I just don't remember. But like, I highly doubt that. I know they're no strangers to the N word. But have they ever said the F slur in one of their games? I'm sure they have. I'll be surprised if they haven't. I've been busy lately. No, you good, bro. 9 out of 10. Yeah, that shit was amazing. Superman movie was incredible.
Budget runaway success from a legacy name. Bleak, innit? But GTA 6 looks rad, so I'm fine with it personally.
Right?
dick.
I'm sorry, that shit mad funny. Yo, Jordan, what's good? Yeah, Battle Against Somebody DLC was legendary. That shit was definitely legendary. It was better than Lost and Damned.
Yo, forming matter down in the mental of substance. Balance corruption, chest be hurting, I'm sure that it's nothing. Different discussion, forming hope, but I'm coping for something. Testimony, testifying, beats with lines and I'm punching. Never clean for a nation, picking regime, still chasing dreams while I'm bracing, damaging screens that I'm facing fiends of the murder, pacing in sync, still waiting, taking these scenes and I break them, place them in schemes.